Yeah! New shirts finally dropped. Go check the link in the description. JustByronShop.com. Cop yourself a shirt. There's 2 types. Go cop yourself whichever one you like. There's some descriptions to help you find your selection. Go check it out. Let's go. Jjan! Oh shit, that did not taste good. Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Jjan podcast. If you guys don't know this already, I've done a lot of these episodes already of just me kind of talking to you guys. And this topic today is pretty recent and something that's been on my mind ever since this group has come back. And it was pretty recent, like this week actually, that they came back. And I just wanted to talk about this because I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I just want to give my thoughts and maybe you guys can chime in the comments. You guys can let me know your thoughts as well. But before we do, this is called a Jjan podcast because every episode of this podcast, I have a drink and we cheers on camera. So, that's the part. And then if you haven't gotten one of these yet, this is my own shirt, my own merch, the first design of my own store and merch line that I'm starting. So this is the first one. So if you want to get this shirt, the link is in the description. JustByronShop.com. Get yourself one of my own. This shirt right here, the sleeves aren't cut off. The sleeves are still there. I just cut off the sleeves to just give it my personal touch. You know what I'm saying? No one else has this cut sleeve, but you guys can make your own because I also made a video on how you can cut your sleeves. If the shirt or any of your shirts are too long, you can cut them up, you know what I'm saying? Like I did with this one. But today we're gonna jump into this. If you guys don't know this, I don't have a guest, so usually I don't have a drink either because I wanted to make this episode as soon as possible because this has been in my mind. So I'm gonna bring in, my patent pending Bacardi Sweat bottle with the water, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys don't know this by now, you guys haven't watched any of my podcasts. So I suggest you watch some of my podcasts because I feel like some of the episodes are pretty interesting. I don't know if me talking is interesting for you guys, but I have episodes where I have guests. So you guys can check. There's a playlist already of all the episodes of Jjan podcast I've done. So you guys can watch them in order or whatever you want. But hopefully this one will be a good episode as well. So Jjan. Okay, so the topic at hand, if you guys didn't see the title and the thumbnail, is about STAYC today because they recently came back. And because of their comeback, I've been having these thoughts a lot. Is STAYC underrated, like an underrated group? Like, this is like a genuine question that I have for myself that I've been thinking about because I feel like every time STAYC comes back, they give out bangers like Beautiful Monster. I think Beautiful Monster is probably my favorite song of STAYC in general, but Teddy Bear, it just came out like 5 days ago and it's already one of my favorite songs of STAYC. Every time STAYC comes back, I always feel like the next song that they do is going to be my favorite song or it's going to top the song before, which actually sometimes, maybe this song Teddy Bear will do that for me, but if you guys have that, let me know because I've heard Beautiful Monster countless times instead of Teddy Bear, but Teddy Bear has only been out for 5 days, so I might just end up liking Teddy Bear more than Beautiful Monster the more I listen to it because for real, like the more I listen to this song Teddy Bear, the more catchy it gets, the more happy I get, and the better the song gets, you know what I'm saying? The only down thing is Jay not really getting that rap part because I know if you guys haven't seen my reaction, go check it out. But Jjan surprised me. She was like the one that surprised me throughout this comeback because she was rapping. She was like the main rapper of the group. Usually Jay is the main rapper, but Jay kind of had those 2 lines of those auto-tune notes or rap parts, which I feel like Jay is kind of going into that route now of doing auto-tune because their last song, Poppy, which was a Japanese release, but they made a Korean version. She had that auto-tune sound as well. But before that, she used to have just a raw rap voice. But I think she also wants to like sing more. I'm not sure. I think I've heard that from her somewhere in an interview or something. But I didn't expect Jjan to rap on Teddy Bear. That's why I was so shocked when I heard that. If you guys haven't, again, seen my reaction to STAYC's Teddy Bear music video, definitely go check it out. It's a fun one and a lot of surprises for me, you know what I'm saying? Or from me, you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But that was the only like downside to the song, was that Jay didn't really have much of that rap part because most of it was to Jjan. But Jay does get like a singing part near the end of the song. And I also noticed this as I was listening to the song a lot more, is that I think everybody gets a chance to sing the chorus bit, Teddy Bear, ooh. And I think everyone, even Satan, gets a chance to sing the chorus, which if that is the case, I feel like this song is pretty like diverse in terms of parts, like who's getting what part. And I'm pretty sure, because a lot of groups have this where they decide the parts by people, like each member sings each part, and then the producer, I guess, or even the members will decide who sounds the best on that part, for that part. So my only downfall, like I said, for the third time, I always like to repeat myself. I don't know why, but the only downside to the song is that Jay didn't really get that rap part that I was kind of looking forward to, because I know her for being a main rapper, but maybe she just doesn't really want to rap anymore. She wants to be a vocalist now, because I think I've heard her say that before. Well, she didn't say she doesn't want to be a rapper, but she wants to sing more. But I definitely feel like Jay has that voice of a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully in the B-sides we get to hear more of Jay rap. But you guys I haven't checked out the B-sides, but if there is a song where Jay raps more, then you guys can let me know. But yeah, like overall, the thing I want to talk about is if STAYC is considered an underrated group, because before STAYC came back with this Teddy Bear song, I don't know if they were like talked about ever, like in terms of like, because STAYC is relatively still a new group, so there's so many new groups out now that I don't know if STAYC's in the talks, like in discussion of one of the best new groups out there right now, because I feel like they are, because every song that they come back with is a banger, and I feel like deserves a number one, because at least once in the music shows, which I don't know if that's happened yet, but you guys can let me know, STAYC fans. But I definitely feel like this song is number one worthy, and that's why I think like STAYC is a little underrated, just in my opinion, but is a question in general. But for me, I feel like they are, because like before they came back, there was not much talk about STAYC, you know what I'm saying? Always Instagram, whatever, there's always people like ranking like groups and stuff. And I don't know if STAYC's ever in that category, but I definitely feel like they should be, because each comeback that they come out with seems like it's like the song is like better than the last one, which is kind of hard to do, because not every song you make that's a comeback the next song. Like say you have a really good song here, but then the next comeback, you got to top that, you know what I'm saying? And STAYC is able to do that. The only song that's a little iffy that I don't think was as catchy was kind of Run to You, but I also didn't really listen to Run to You too much. But one of my favorite songs of STAYC is So Bad, their debut song, which has a similar vibe for Run to You. But for me, I feel like Run to You was a little iffy. I don't know if it topped the song before that. I think that was Stereotype, because I think Stereotype was pretty popular. I even saw aespa do the Segango, you know what I'm saying, that dance. So I feel like that song was pretty popular. I don't know if Run to You was as popular. I would say in terms of like title tracks, their least popular song would probably Run to You or So Bad, I feel like. But I actually really like So Bad, and I talked to some of my friends that they're least favorite song is So Bad, which is kind of weird to me because that's one of my favorite songs. If not Beautiful Monster, maybe Teddy Bear Now, I don't even know. Definitely the third one is definitely So Bad. But every STAYC comeback and title track is always catchy and always has a really catchy hook. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows the dance, at least to the chorus. I mean, I don't because I can't dance, but a lot of the other idols know the dance. You know what I'm saying? Aespa knew, say Gangyo, you know, stereotype that dance. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely feel like STAYC is a underrated group because I don't feel like a lot of people talk about them too much. And they're also run by like not like the bigger companies like YG, JYP, SM. They're like, they have like I mean, this group and Entertainment debuted at the same time. I think High Up Entertainment and STAYC were just brand new. It's kind of like Vine Entertainment and Secret Number. In my opinion, I feel like High Up is doing better than Secret Number, but than Vine Entertainment. But you know, Vine Entertainment had their little issues with Secret Number. I talked so much about that. You guys can go check out my other podcast episodes because I definitely talk about that pretty much every Secret Number reaction or video. But long story short, I just Secret Number Vine had like this weird thing. Even though they debuted, they got rid of one member. One member left. I still don't know the reason why that happened. And they brought in 2 members, which I actually am a really big fan of. And now Vine Entertainment is slowly becoming like a better company. I feel like, I don't know, but they are kind of constantly giving Secret Number stuff to post, like to upload, in terms of content. And they're about to come out with a Japan debut. So I'm excited about that, but that's enough about Secret Number because that's not about them. But I just wanted to compare them to STAYC and their entertainment because both of the groups and the companies debuted at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And High Up Entertainment and STAYC did a lot better, I feel like, because if you look at the views for Teddy Bear, it's at 31 million views, which is a lot of views. Now I don't think it's as much as like Aespa or JYP new group or YG new group type thing, but I definitely feel like STAYC is just like underrated. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they are not really talked about in terms of like one of the top new groups out there. I guess in the comments, you guys can let me know if they're considered a new group because I still feel like they are, even though they've had a bunch of comebacks already. But those comebacks were during the year. So I don't know how many years they've been together. I feel like 2 or 3 now. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Every comeback that they do tops the other one. With Run To You though, I remember distinctively preparing for STAYC because that was like sort of when I started becoming a STAYC fan, was before that Run To You era started. And that actually cured my sickness because I had a sickness during that period of time. And when I reacted to Run To You, it actually cleared my sickness and I didn't have a sickness anymore, which maybe Run To You is a good song, but just thinking about it now in terms of songs and like catchiness, Run To You is pretty catchy, but I don't think it's as catchy as the other title tracks that they've had. But you guys can let me know your favorite and least favorite STAYC song or title track, and not B-side because I haven't really heard all the B-sides, but I've heard quite a bit, I think. But title tracks is what I know mostly of STAYC, so let me know your favorite and least favorite song, and if you agree about Run To You, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a topic that came to my head because, like I said, before STAYC came back, I didn't really hear any talk about STAYC, and I was curious when STAYC was going to come back, and when they did announce that they were going to come back, I didn't really know if I wanted to react to it or not. Of course, I'm a big fan of them, but they don't really get views like when I react to STAYC. So I kind of just reacted to STAYC for myself, you know what I'm saying? Because they cured my sickness last time, you know what I'm saying? Not last time, but during Run to You, they cured my sickness. So I feel like that's a thing, right? That's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? So, hopefully you guys can let me know your thoughts if you think STAYC is underrated or not. Because I just feel like my argument would be that they're a company, they have a really small, like, company entertainment, high up entertainment that I feel like is doing pretty well in terms of being a company. I don't know if there's any bad things yet, but I feel like every company is kind of, the more that they are a thing, the more like they are bound to have some bad problem that someone's going to bring up. But I don't know if anyone has had that yet. So you guys can let me know if that is a thing or not. But I feel like for the most part, High Up has been doing pretty well. STAYC has always been, doing really well with their comebacks. I think they actually won a #1 with Beautiful Monster, right? So, yeah, I think they definitely should win a #1 for this song, Teddy Bear. And I feel like the more I listen to it, like I said, the more catchy it gets, the better it gets. And, I just watched it's not their first, live performance or music show performance, but it's the first one that I've seen. And they look like really happy. And I feel like they really enjoy performing this song. I don't know if that's just the practice that they've had, or the stage presence that they have, or I hope it's just because they really love the song. Because I hope that's what it is. Because when I see them performing the song, they seem really happy. They're always smiling when singing the song, even like when it's not their part. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? They always have a big smile on their face. Except sometimes I notice she like kind of wants to be like cool or sly or something. So I like sometimes she doesn't smile, but most of the time she is smiling, and they all are enjoying the performance. So I hope that it's because they really enjoy the song and not just because they practice. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like people, like idols have to practice being cute. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that somewhere, but hopefully they didn't have to do that for this, because I feel like they just really enjoy performing this song. And again, I kind of talked about this in the music video reaction and the other STAYC reaction that I did. I did react to their Studio Chew. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I also reacted to Purple Kiss's live performance along with STAYC, like the Studio Chew for STAYC Teddy Bear. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But there, I mentioned that the song, I just lost my train of thought, man. I was like, let me know if this ever happens. Like you're talking about something with your friends or something, and then like as you're talking, your brain just goes somewhere else, and then you just lose your second thought. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about something, right? You have something in your head, you're talking, and then out of nowhere, just the thought just goes away, and then you forget it. And that's just what happened, about what I was trying to say. But I did mention it, whatever I was trying to say in the MV reaction and the live Studio Chew reaction. Was that, if the song Teddy Bear was like a children's song, which with the dance, like some kind of moves are kind of like not really childish, cause like they move their hips a lot and stuff. But for the most part, like the chorus bit, like they do that, and I've never really seen like anyone, I don't know if they actually like hold their nose, because like they gotta sing too, right? So I don't know if any other group has ever done that JYP, didn't he do that? But I feel like this is kind of like a children's song in terms of lyrics. I feel like it's a children's song, and also in terms of sound, it's like very childish sound. And that was kind of what I was predicting when I was preparing for this comeback. Because before I did react to the Poppy Korean version, and that was like my preparation for this comeback. And I had seen that STAYC and High Up posted on their channel a short of them playing the song for kids. Now at the time, I played the video, but it was silent, so I didn't hear anything, but I just saw kids with headphones listening to the song and enjoying it. So that's what gave me the thought of, oh, is this going to be a children's song? And which brings me to think that this does sound like a children's song in terms of beat and the lyrics also. But has this ever happened in terms of K-pop, like group and song? Has anyone ever done a childish beat in terms of K-pop song? You guys can let me know. I don't actually know. I feel like this is the first one, but I always say it's the first one, but then someone comments and says there's another group that's done it or another person that's done it. But you guys can let me know if that is true or not. But that is the thing that I want to talk about today, or discussion. Because like I said, this just happened. STAYC came back, and before this comeback, there was no talk about STAYC. And I always see people have these charts of, who's the top group, who's the best group. And, a lot of groups like, Les Seraphim also is like a new group, which I am a fan of too. And, I guess they're considered new, but like, aespa, and, some of the other groups, like with the big companies, I feel like STAYC can holds their own, you know what I'm saying? Because every song that they come out with is very catchy. I hope that everyone likes the song that listens to it. And in terms of this song and Beautiful Monster is probably one of my favorite songs of STAYC. Teddy Bear could be my favorite song, like the more I listen to Teddy Bear, but Beautiful Monster is just hitting the number one for me right now. But those two songs are like amazing, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful Monster is not really childish, but has a good message, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful Monster. But yeah, let me know your thoughts of if you think STAYC is underrated or overrated. If you think they're overrated, you guys can let me know, because I have also seen, I haven't watched the video, but someone said like the title or the thumbnail was Yoon, and then it said fake. So I don't know what that was. And then the title was something like, I don't even remember the title, but it was some weird thing where they were just kind of, I don't know what the video was because I didn't watch the video, but it just felt like and looked like they were just going to shame Yoon for her singing or something, which I don't know why they would do that. I don't really get why channels do videos about like, oh, this person's like song sucks. Like, why is this song so bad? Blah, blah, blah. Because like, I know there's so many idol groups, like the members, they're always on YouTube. So they're always finding these. I feel like they would find these videos eventually, and then they'll wonder to themselves, like, why is people talking bad about my singing? Like, and they've practiced so hard about like to become this STAYC, for example. And then now people are talking down to their singing ability. And most of the people that are talking about that can't even sing, or they have never been in the position that STAYC, for example, is in, like Yoon. But I really feel that Yoon has an amazing voice, as well as Jjan. The two make a really dynamic duo. You get to witness Yoon's high notes and long notes in this Teddy Bear song. We got to witness Jjan rap for the first time, in my opinion. I don't know if she rapped before, but this is her first time rapping in my eyes, and very surprising to me. Lastly, the only thing I hope for is more of Jay rapping, you know what I'm saying? Because we only really got 2 lines of Jay rapping, and they were both like kind of auto-tune stuff, which I don't know if, like I said, that's her style now, and that's what the producer likes of her. I don't know, but I feel like her raw voice was very good, so I don't know why they didn't just keep that. But that is my thoughts. I will leave you guys. Hopefully this was a interesting topic. I just thought it was. And you guys can let me know your thoughts, if they're underrated, STAYC is underrated or overrated, and give me your reasons why. And let me know what other topics I should do for these Jjan podcasts. And if there's a certain guest that I should have on this podcast, let me know who I should have. And if you have someone, make sure you let them know too, because if you guys let them know, then they're bound to like we're about to collab. Because if I ask them, sometimes they just don't really do anything. But if you guys like spam them, yo, this guy wants to collab with you, then maybe he'll actually respond, or maybe he'll actually notice me, you know what I'm saying? So let me know, let them know, and let me know what topics I should do in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Peace. Yeah, new shirts finally dropped. Go check the link in the description. JustByronShop.com. Cop yourself a shirt. There's 2 types. Go cop yourself whichever one you like. There's some descriptions to help you find your selection. Go check it out. Let's go. Jjan. Oh shit, that did not taste good.